I was given a new label, or a new title, if you will. I'm not quite sure how to feel about it. I was listening to an audiobook on Audible the other day. It was The Obstacle is the Way by Ryan Holiday. It's actually a really good read with references to Marcus Aurelius and some other Stoic philosophers and gives you the tools to deal with obstacles you may encounter on your journey. It dovetails into a piece of wisdom that I learned a long time ago that tells you that you know the path is the correct one because it's uphill. Anyway, at the end, in the epilogue, Ryan goes on to say something like, "You're now a philosopher. I've given you the tools you need for critical thinking and deeper analysis." I thought this was a bit of a leap, bunching me in with the likes of Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, Cato the Younger, Plato, Socrates, Aristotle, and the like. These guys have documented and well published evidence of their brilliance, insight, and observations into the world. Me, I've got this YouTube channel and the occasional thoughtful piece on Facebook. I figured I would check just how valid this label of philosopher was when it came to me and how I think. So, in this age of AI, I figured I would put the question to Copilot and see what it had to say and compare it to what I know about myself. A philosopher is typically someone who seeks wisdom and understanding about fundamental questions of existence, knowledge, values, reason, mind, and language. But being a philosopher isn't limited to having a formal title or academic background. It's more about a mindset and approach to thinking. Okay, well, that's a bit generic, but I'm feeling it, so let's keep going. So, here are some traits and activities that Copilot says are commonly associated with philosophers. And I'll put the text up on the black bar on the screen. That's why I've moved me over to the side, so I've got room to put this text up. So, some core characteristics. Curious and reflective. They ask deep questions like, what is truth? Or what makes something right or wrong? Okay, I can do that and think along those lines, so let's give that a tick. Analytical thinkers. They break down complex ideas and examine them logically. Yep, I work in IT. That's in the job description. Tick. Open minded. They consider multiple perspectives and challenge assumptions. I've tried very hard to learn how to do this, and I found it helps me understand where people are coming from when they don't think or act the way I do. Okay, tick. Ethically engaged. Many philosophers explore moral dilemmas and society values. This is an interesting one. I haven't got the answers to topics like the trolley problem, the Kobayashi Maru, abortion, marriage, or the Australian housing crisis. I do have opinions on these and other topics that spark a lot of heated discussion, and I won't go into that here, but I do have my positions. So, tick, I guess. Let's move on to what Copilot says philosophers do. Write or speak about abstract concepts. I'm not sure I do much of that, but that is more time capacity than mental capacity. So, across for that one. Debate ideas and theories. Okay, I have done this, but the challenge is finding someone in my circle of family and friends who's up for a potentially deep discussion. Possibly my dad when he was alive, as he loved a lively discussion. I'll give it a tick simply because I'm happy to discuss ideas. Explore the meaning of life, consciousness, and reality. I haven't had the time to spend hours exploring these ideas, but that doesn't mean they're not worth exploring. Perhaps across, simply because I haven't done it. Apply philosophical thinking to practical issues, e.g., ethics in technology and business. Yep, this is an easy tick. With the modern rush to embrace AI into everyday technology and everyday life, I have professed to many people, including my boss at my annual review, that I'm a bit of an AI skeptic. I recognise there are situations where it's beneficial, but I still hold a position of just because we can, should we? I'm also fortunate that my employer is ethical, wanting to do the right thing by our clients as their success is our success. So, on the back of all that, I guess I would qualify as a philosopher, as long as it isn't a stand-up philosopher. If you know, you know. So, does this mean I should fill my channel with philosophical rants? I hope not, because that sounds mentally exhausting. I do have plans for a series of videos around the question of what is a real man. I won't touch the what is a real woman question because I ain't qualified to answer that one. I'm not a woman. Now, I did this on Facebook a number of years ago, where each day I would put up a thought on what constitutes a real man. It's like each day gets a line. Now, a number of people liked it, but it really annoyed my late Aunt Mary no end. The fact that it did and why is reason enough to go ahead with it. Not out of spite, but as an education piece. As usual, it's a matter of finding the time to do it. So, if you've got a topic you'd like to hear my thoughts on, please let me know in the comments. Righto, that's enough about that. You know the drill. Hit the subscribe button and become part of our thriving community. Of course, if you like my videos, give them the big thumbs up and share them if you want, as that helps the channel out. And also hit the bell to get notified when I put up new content. Okay, that's all from me, so stay healthy, keep thinking. As my mum would say, be good, and if you can't be good at it. I'll see you next time.